Hello, Divine Ones. This is Ashley, and this is the Astro Intuitive reading for this week. So, I'm going to go over some of my notes that I have here. We have some goddess energy activity over here, and I already feel it pretty strongly. And I feel like this is going to be a very powerful week. So, give me a second. All right. The first aspect that I really want to hone in, we just rolled out of the Pisces new moon, and in which this time that Mercury went retrograde. So we're still permeating in that type of energy right now. And that was the rebirth and is the rebirth of intuition, intuitive abilities, and being able to tap into that energy. The sun is also in Pisces, so we have a lot of Piscean energy happening, a lot of activity going on with the window of the soul, or the seat of the mind, or the seat of the soul. The third eye, we have third eye, the serpent, the kundalini. We have a lot of that energy happening right now. Okay, you see all of this right here. A lot of awakening of intuitive abilities as well as spiritual gifts, a lot of starseed activity, especially with the children as well. I'm going to get to that. All right, and so the sun that is in Pisces and Mars in Capricorn, which we went over that energy, but that is sextile. So a need to activate or to make some type of decisive action. We have Venus in Aries. We went over that energy as well. But the Venus in Aries is square Pluto in Capricorn. Being courageous and upfront with your needs in love. Okay, so let's jump into the reading right now. So give me a second. Let me see where I shall go first. Well, one thing already off rep. So a lot of Capricorn energy happening. And I have been talking about the 3 stages of the Capricorn. And right now I feel like we're really permeating or rotating, I even hear, at the unicorn, at the tip of the unicorn's horn before it turns into Cancer and before it evolves into the evolutionary spiral upward. And we have the Chariot. So we do have Cancer energy happening, and the Cancer is in the North Node, and the Capricorn is in the South Node. All right. A lot of horses have been coming up for me lately, and I feel like, well, already, the horse deals with stamina and being able to last for the longevity or the long haul. Another thing too, I'm about to film the March Astro Intuitive monthlies, that the elephant is our animal guide for this month. And they are also about stamina and pushing forward. They have a gentle steadiness with them, although they're so big. All right, let me see where I shall go now. All right. So in love, I feel like this is very strongly connected to love, and it could be someone that is deciding between 2 different individuals on who they should go with, or one may have a little bit of a stronger presence in their life. We have the Father of Wands, and this flew out of my hand. It was like, almost like, how fast a snake can go. And with this, I feel like, yes, it is a lot of Kundalini activity and awakening through this situation for a lot of individuals, but I feel like it's a need to protect your energy. So the wand, what is a wand? A wand is the mastery, it's the discipline, it's the heart even, passion, inspiration, and the need to protect oneself. We have the the 2 of Swords. I did a decoding on the tarot of the 2s. You can check that video out, but it's in the reverse. This could be someone with 2 different soulmates, or someone that is trying to decide between their energy and another karmic partner's energy. Like, should I be the sacrifice, or should I sacrifice this relationship or this connection because it's toxic? This seems like narcissistic type of energy right here on this side. But guess what? There's 2 ends to the narcissistic energy. All right. I've talked about this before a while ago, where you have more of the aggressor, which is vividly aggressive. People will be like, oh, yeah, you know, that person, they have a strong presence to them. And then you have the more meek individual, like the lamb. But both have a narcissistic attitude. It's just one is more prevalent than the other because there's two ends of the spectrum, where this one could be more of the victim mentality, receiving, I hear ancestry, but it's handed down. That's what the spirit is saying with that. It's handed down, a hand-me-down trait. I hear a foster, and that fostering and letting that energy fester and grow. In dominance. So one may have more of a dominant type of energy, and the other one may have more of a meek type of energy. However, both of them play off of each other, and they sharpen each other like two swords, or like iron that sharpens iron. Another thing with this individual that is like more of a sacrificial type of energy or person, and they have more of a meekness to them, more of a stillness to them, that through this energy that they're becoming more of a stronger presence, if you will. They're becoming more stable in their day in and day out life, being more practical. This could have been someone that was very much in their head space, for the good and for the bad. They could be very imaginative. That's good. But they could also be stuck or trapped in a fantasy world. And with that fantasy, it's like an imbalance though. Because how can I bring something from the imagination into the physical? And through the interaction with this individual, that they were able to bring that, this energy helped them to break that barrier, if you will. This also seems like an eclipse or something. So something could be happening around the summertime with these three individuals. That's what it feels like. It feels like three individuals. And an eclipse that will come through. This also, you know what? This looks like a cord. If you look at it from not going this way, excuse me, the long way, but going this way, like you're looking down it, and like it has been severed by some scissors, like that energetic cord that has been severed. And it can be painful, almost like the fangs of the snake going through the skin. It can be painful, but you have to stand your ground. Okay. So the two goddess energies, and these both came out together. We have Ishtar, boundaries. It is important to set your boundaries, okay? This is an activation and a follow-up to the activation of your self-mastery, that wand there. This is like that Venus and Aries square Pluto and Capricorn type of energy. You gotta be bold. You got to make it known what you will and will not tolerate. Otherwise, you're going to always be in this limbo state. This feels like the limbo state, like someone that is indecisive. Should I or should I not? And they're always going to be stuck there in that fantasy land and imprisoned, if you will, and always being the sacrificial lamb. But nothing comes of it. It's like no fruit that comes of it. They're just stuck in the limbo, because they're not setting their boundaries. This also could be someone that has a dream of some sort, wants to manifest something. However, they're not making their requests known and they're not following up. Then we have Isis. Past life. The glare want to follow me. Past life. This situation involves people from the past, from past lives. This could be the karmic or the soulmate, and then the twin flame. In order for it to have this twin flame connection, or even just the connection within yourself, that you have to set those boundaries, even if this person is connected to you from a past life. And the energetic cord is so thick and so strong. It could be a Taurus. It could be a Cancer. I hear a Gemini, a Taurus, a Libra, or a Capricorn. All right, I'm going to pull a couple runes. I feel like I should also pull some other cards that I have over here. there are on the side. We have the eye. And a lot of that activity in energy coming through. We are really called to question our motives and others' motives, but more so our motives. What is my real motive? What is my real aim? What do I really want? Making it clear. If people do not know where your boundaries lay, they're going to constantly step on your toes. They're going to constantly offend you because you're not making it clear. You got to be bold. Okay. Leaving all that BS behind, and then grief work. And it fell right over here on the viper. I guess that's a viper or a cobra, whatever, it's a snake, okay? Grief work. So whatever grief work was associated with this connection, you have to cut that cord, leave it behind. That may even include leaving the person behind. Okay, so that's, personal. Not everybody is called to leave a person in the physical, okay? You're going to have to pray and seek guidance about that. But regardless of the case, you have to leave all of the BS behind. If you're called to stay with this person, say this is your twin flame, or this is your soulmate that you're going to live your days out with physically, then whatever grief work may have happened from this relationship or from a past relationship or even from the past life, you're going to have to clear it in order for it to have this. The Chariot also represents Cancer, which represents loving, caring relationships, loving, caring interactions, loving, caring home life, the good life, if you will. I'm going to pull a Romance Angel card. Okay, let's see. Let your friends help you. That's your spirit guides. Forgiving and learning. It's a combination. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Yeah, for many of us, we have to align with our pardon me for like stuttering over it because I heard ghosts. But the reason why I hear the word ghost, especially with this energy right here, is because some people, they have mediumship gifts and they may be receiving information from their ancestors or even from other people from behind the veil. And that has been coming through in and out, in and out. So we definitely have a lot of that Piscean energy coming through, so that those ghosts, it could just be during this time or during this phase. But I definitely feel like that it is a couple people that have this gift that are part of either the Patreon or have ran across this, my ministry several times, so they may even be a subscriber. But they have this gift that it's a prophetic gift. And it is a gift of prophecy, but it's also another gift of mediumship. And they can speak to both sides. Gosh, this has been showing up for a while, both sides. They may live what they would call fantasy, and they also live in the physical world. They can see behind the veil, so they may actually see spirits. And I hear affirmations. So with the affirmations, is like when they go to manifest, they can see it so vividly. That's what it means. That's what the spirit is saying it means. Let go of control issues. So, you can't control somebody. You can't force somebody to love you the way how you want them to love you. But what you can do is control the way you interact with them. You know what? I meant to get this quote. Give me a second. I'm going to get it. Okay, couldn't find the quote right then and there, but this is the premise of it. And I cannot remember who quoted this quote, but I'm going to try to show it on the screen down here so you can look it up for yourself. But anyways, what the quote is saying is like, you cannot change another individual or another circumstance. You can only change the way how you view that individual. and how the way you interact with the individual in so many words. But I'm going to have the quote right here so you can screenshot it yourself. I'm also going to have it in the description box so you can have it for yourself. That was just my interpretation of it. Okay, give me a second. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay. Yeah, okay. So someone may be afraid of a battle or going toe to toe with another person. But in order for you to grow, you're going to have to be able to stand up for yourself. And don't worry, you have your guides with you to anoint your mouth and also to protect you against just the words. This person could be spitting venom towards you. And even this seems like the evil eye. And with that, there's different amulets that you can use. There's even, I hear different crosses. Crosses, take that how the way you will. Initially, when I heard the word crosses, I thought of like the Christos, like the cross. That's a form of protection when you do the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's a form of protection that's protecting you. Crosses could be someone doing some spell work. I don't know all about that, but you can look it up if that is something that you are called to do. But this is just a person that is afraid of going head to toe, toe to toe, however the way you want to say it, with another individual. This seems like the battle of the minds or the battle of the willpower between the two. I hear the scripture, not by might, but by the Spirit. Yeah. So someone could be physically stronger than someone else, or even mentally, as far as like they may be more forceful. But remember that it's not by power, like physical power, even word power. It's by the Spirit. So this also represents the Spirit too. The chariot, this horse. Look, he or she has an amulet. Getting into your spiritual practices. That's another reason why I feel like I heard the word affirmation. I am strong, I am powerful, I'm on the right track. Whatever the affirmation may be. Our family affirmation is abundance is my natural state. Abundance in all things. I feel like I should post a couple affirmations, especially of power, and maybe even I hear respect and protection. And I also will take a moment just to send out the ray of protection. Okay. All right. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. If you have a favorite affirmation that you want to share with the community, you can leave it down below. That is very much appreciated. Subscribe if you like. Remember, this is the house or the ministry of Tarot, Bible, and Alchemy. So we do a little bit of the mix of them all. All right, talk to you guys later. If you're interested in joining the Patreon page down below, as well as any personal services too. So peace. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.